And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field. It's yours. Pass is caught. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Golden. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To the air. It's yours. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Texas. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Pitch play to the back. Fights off a defender. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They finally corral him at the 1.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up and
looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And they get set now to try the PAT. Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Got him, he's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Running back with the football. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he fires the football to the right side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Back to throw. It's Ewers. Receiver makes the grab. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Looking to pass here on second down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Back to pass. It's Ewers. Quick throw to the left side. And the pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's complete downfield. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball go 40. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to throw. It's yours. Quick throw to the left. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Tate.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Golden. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's yours. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it. Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns. Made the defense look slow that time. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. They go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
To the air, it's yours. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Longhorns line up on first and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Interesting scenario here, Chris. Down by 3. A field goal obviously ties it here in the last few seconds. But do they take a chance? Do they potentially throw the ball into the end zone to try to go for the win? I think I'd kick it.
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will tie the game here. So first and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying for a pick six to win the game. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40.